Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with a highlight from round 8 of the 2023 Tata Steel Masters Tournament. In this video we're going to look at the game between Fabiano Caruana from the USA on the white side and the world champion Magnus Carlsen behind the black pieces. Caruana was on +2 before this game started. He must have been disappointed not to be on +3 because in round 7 he tried for many hours to win a queen endgame with an extra pawn, but after 7.5 hours the game ended in a draw and Carlsen had just bounced back from 2 defeats in a row by winning in round 7 and his score was 50% before this game was played. The position on the board is after the 21st move. C takes a knight on d4 from Caruana. Material is equal and white is attacking that knight on f6. Carlsen played bishop c6 here, not worrying about the knight on f6. And he said in his interview after the game that he felt that he was already better after this move. He said all white's minor pieces are hanging and his center is super soft. So it's not a surprise that black is doing well in this position, said Carlsen. But what about that knight hanging on f6? Can you not just take that? Well, you can, but then there is rook takes e1 check. And if you take with the queen, then the bishop on b3 is unprotected. This is good for black. And if you take with the bishop, keep that bishop on b3 protected with the queen on d1, then black takes anyway. Because after queen takes, there is queen takes d4 check. And that is a fork, winning the unprotected rook in the corner. King h2, queen takes a1, and also this is good for black. So after bishop c6 you cannot take that knight on f6. And black's pieces are better than white's. Carlsen said after the game maybe white should have tried rook c1, attacking the bishop on c6, and after bishop d5 then swap the bishops and bring the knight back, Carlsen said. And now black is also a bit better, but white can still play, can still fight. But after bishop c6, Caruana thought for over 19 minutes and played bishop c2, and that is not a good move. We'll see why. Carlsen played queen d5 with a checkmate threat on g2. So rook e2 was played, and now rook b4, attacking the d4 pawn. Black is going to win a pawn, and all his pieces are better than white's. You can still not take the knight. Let's have a look. E takes f6 is still not possible because of rook takes e2, queen takes e2, queen takes d4 check with that same fork, and we win the rook in the corner with a better position for black. Another refutation of e takes f6 would be rook takes d4, also the move that we see in the game, attacking the queen. And if you save the queen, then black takes on e2, queen takes, rook d2, very nice, ganging up on that pawn on g2. He's attacking that pawn now with rook, queen and bishop. And it will be checkmate very soon. If you save the queen, then there is mate in a few moves. Like this. Okay, so after rook b4 you still cannot take that knight on f6. Caruana thought for 11 minutes and played king h2. Carlsen took that pawn, he's now a pawn up, attacking the queen, queen b1, and knight e4 played after 15 minutes of thought. Carlsen said after the game that he might have been able to finish the game more quickly, but he played it safe and just kept his advantage. We see a lot of swaps now on e4. A minor piece, the queens and the rooks come off, and knight c4. Black has an extra pawn, the bishop pair in an open position. He has a winning position. Rook b8 on the open file, rook c1, rook b5, e6 was played, that pawn was taken, and white can take on c7. He's still only one pawn down, but now rook c5 came, attacking the bishop, and when the bishop was saved there was bishop d5, attacking the knight a second time, and you cannot defend it again, and if the knight plays, the rook on c1 will fall and black will win in exchange. So after 33 moves, Caruana threw in the towel after the disappointment of round 7, not being able to win that very long queen endgame. He now loses without too much of a fight with the white pieces. Caruana is back to +1 after 8 rounds, and Carlsen now has the same score. Back on a positive score in this tournament for Carlsen. Monday the 23rd of January will be a rest day, and the round 9 will be played on Tuesday the 24th of January. I will be here after the round to tell you what happened. I hope you liked this video, and that if you did, you give it a thumbs up, that you subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and that you leave a comment. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. If you liked the video, it would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.